The Wrath of the Queen welcomes you, Guardian. You are cleared to dock at the Queen's Bay.
Hello, welcome to our stream. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Deej from Bungie, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to the panel that we have on hand for a reveal of The Reef in the House of Wolves. I'm joined by Christopher Barrett, Creative Director at Bungie.
Hello, everybody.
And of course, when we arranged an audience with the Queen's Guard, we felt it only appropriate that King Gathalion would join us in the Reef.
No raid! What? Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm so good.
Good.
There's like barely anybody watching. I can feel you tense right now.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
No, it's
fine.
okay.
I'm looking
We're
at
good.
our chat window.
We're not at all shaky.
We're good. We're fine.
It's good.
We're relaxed and happy to be here. Happy that you're here as well.
Absolutely.
So our goal today is to show you the new social space that's going to be the hub of activity and your experiences in the House of Wolves, and also give you a view of what the House of Wolves will mean for everything that you own and everything that you are in Destiny. So we're going to expose you to the new activities, the characters who will send you out back into action, and also give you an idea as to what accomplishing all of those things will mean for the gear that you currently own.
Mm-hmm.
So we are here in the Reef.
Can I die here?
You can die everywhere.
I died here. I went through there. I became ethereal for a second. That's good. I'm back. Don't worry.
Good.
It's all good.
Yeah. Are you?
I'm back. Yeah,
All
we're
right,
good.
So enough of this mass suicide.
Okay.
You both died within the first 10 seconds.
I'm sorry. This is so hard. Let's go.
Playing games is hard.
All right, where to?
So the first thing we're going to do is I'd love to give our audience a sense of why you're the perfect person to speak to us about the House of Wolves and to introduce them to this experience. So you have been the creative director on Destiny when it was a basic idea and a few sketches on a piece of paper, yeah?
Yeah, I did art direction on the first game, so I'm very familiar with the universe. I've been working on it for 7 years now, something like that. So
yeah,
the opportunity to work on this expansion has been awesome. So super excited for it.
Well, let's hope it's worth it. I'm ready.
So we're going to meet some of the story agents that...
Are we RP walking there?
Yes, we got a slow walk though.
Okay.
Got to make it.
We're at a jog right now.
Yeah.
We need to slow it
gotta
down.
catch up.
Slow it
Make
down.
it
cool.
Gotta catch up.
Make it cool. So this is the domain of the Queen and the Awoken. Talk to us a little bit about why the Reef. Why at this moment in time are we coming into the Reef, and why is this the focal point of our story?
Sure. So the Fallen House of Wolves has been sort of under control of the Queen, as you probably saw in some of the cinematics in Destiny 1. So the House of Wolves has rebelled and has, as you've seen in the trailer, killed a bunch of the Queen's Guard.
And that's bad.
Yeah, that's
okay,
bad.
that's bad. We don't want that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rebellion,
Bad for the
betrayal.
Queen, bad for us, good for the Fallen.
Sure.
And so the House of Wolves has spread out into the galaxy, causing all kinds of mayhem, and Petra and the Queen have called you, the Guardians, to the Reef to help out.
And there's Petra.
Yep. People will remember her probably from, if they remember the Queen's Wrath back many months ago. She is now in the Reef.
What happened to her eye?
All will be
gone
revealed.
now.
All will be revealed
I
in
need
time.
to know.
And and she has her mask off as well.
Yeah.
So Petra, she's the main story agent for the House of Wolves. She's going to send you on that path to revenge. Inspecting her inventory here, she's got some new bounties for us.
Those are all the most notorious House of Wolves.
People are going to wonder if these are just rehashes of the Queen's Wrath bounty that happened later last year.
Yeah, they are not. They are all new.
Success!
And she's got some fancy things we can use to dress ourselves up with. She's got some shaders.
She does have the shaders from the Queen's Wrath bounty, so I'll no longer be special with my rose gold.
You will notice I am wearing, what am I wearing?
Which one is
Queen's
one of
blessing
them?
on you, Guardian.
It's very pink.
Provincial Royal.
That's a basic shader.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Is
gotta
it?
be so basic?
Oh well.
okay.
I have it on my other character.
Sure.
see.
She's got a couple nice shaders here as well that are not from previously. Queen's Wrath rank 3.
Yep.
I like those a lot.
And the Awoken Ship, I don't know, did you notice that on there?
I did notice that. I was getting ready to look at it. That's quite a view of that. What is...
That is, it's one of my favorite ships for sure, so I want to make sure that...
Does it have all the fun flags off of it? Doesn't look like it does.
No.
Ah, those were fun.
You got to be a part of the Queen's Guard.
Good luck.
Okay.
To get the banners. So fans have seen this space before. There was a reveal of our game all the way back in 2013. And, you know, there's been a lot of...
you locked all that on disc, right?
Well, that's, you know, definitely... Definitely one of the fans' suspicions, one of the community's suspicions, is that all this stuff has been held in reserve. But talk to us a little bit about the actual creative process for the House of Wolves.
Sure, yeah. We had an early prototype of this space. It's a place we've always wanted to go. The Reef is a really cool place in the lore, and we knew we wanted to go here sometime. Like I said, we had a prototype of it. We decided the House of Wolves story was a great time to bring that back. We use it as a starting point, but we rebuilt it from scratch. All the new content tailored specifically for the House of Wolves, all the new vendor areas, all the new characters. Yeah, it was a great starting point. But
Resolve Sand Eater Bounty.
Always wanted to visit the Reef.
So is there going to be more story and lore this time around compared to like the Dark Below?
So Petra will be your main story agent, I guess.
Sure.
So she will lead you through a series of quests and the main story of the House of Wolves. Yeah, we definitely wanted to make a really coherent, really fun story that I think has you hunting down these House of Wolves. And so I think, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of story. The Petra and a few other characters we'll meet shortly will guide you on your adventures through those
A lot of people argue that the lore is excellent in the game, but it's all locked away in like grimoire cards and things like that you have to get like through a third-party situation. Is that something that we could ever viably see in-game? Like actually be able to look at our lore in-game?
As far as grimoire cards go, like in grimoire integration into the game is... you know, it's something that we've heard. It's a piece of feedback that we've heard from the community. In the House of Wolves, having played it myself, I like a lot of the quests. I like a lot of the stories. I like the fact that a lot of the new story missions represent some of the most interesting moments and some of the most interesting aspects of Destiny. But as far as grimoire integration into the game, it's not an announcement we're making right now. I can tell you that this is a fresh approach to storytelling in the game. And a lot of work has been done on the House of Wolves since we've launched Destiny. And to me, it really feels like an adaptation to our creative process as developers, as storytellers, and you know, a reaction to what players have liked and what they've enjoyed.
Sure.
One thing I want to ask about Petra is, one thing we remember from her when she was in the tower is that she had all sorts of cool weapons and armor pieces and things like that. Are we going to have the chance to earn that stuff again? Yeah,
there'll be a full set of Queen's Wrath armor and weapons that you can acquire in the Prison of Elders.
Okay.
Is that acquired through drops, or is that something...
Yep, those drop directly in the Prison of Elders. Okay,
well they'll have the same level light as, say, the 36, what is it, 38 light we're going to have to or something? Or?
Yep, those will be on par with the rest of the content.
34, well yeah, level 34 light, but the amount of light on the gear, whatever it is.
We'll inspect all that in a little bit.
Cool.
On the subject of the Prison of Elders, you can see that the warden for the Prison of Elders is Varix. He is a fallen from the House of Judgment. So what is the House of Judgment, and why is this bastard allowed to be in the tower with all of us Guardian folk?
Sure, he is the House of Judgment is one of the very old houses of the Fallen. He is one of the only known remaining Fallen from the House of Judgment. He's gone through a few trials himself. He's missing a few arms there that are now replaced with some mechanical arms. So he has kind of been loyal to the Queen, and so he was able to sort of stick around. He's sort of an informant in some ways. He's also someone who runs the Prison of Elders. Trying trying to think. I'm super excited to have Fallen be one of the characters you interact with. It's such a cool. The Fallen is such a cool race, and to be able to get right up close and have to be able to talk to them and have them.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some interesting bonuses on the gear that he has here. First off, he's got the what is it? The Judgment Chance, which where do you get those? The armored cores and weapon cores.
Sure. Yeah, those will drop from the Prison of Elders.
Okay.
So
is there a limit on how many times a week we can run that?
Yep. You'll have there'll be weekly lockouts, and there'll be, multiple. We'll talk more about it when we get into the Prison of Elders, but there'll be multiple challenges that you can partake and get drops, and then you can turn them into Variks for the high level gear.
And there's also some fun new perks to them. Shank burn, I'm noticing on this auto rifle, which isn't a pea shooter, so thanks for that. Yeah, it's actually got decent impact on it instead of being high fire rate with nil impact, as we've been used to.
Right.
Necrochasm.
So yeah, we have a full suite of all Fallen themed, class items. We have ships, one from each house, which is pretty cool. You've got the House of Winter, you've got the House of Devils. You can collect all the different ships. Also have shaders specific to those houses.
Okay.
So you can dress like your favorite Fallen.
Sure. Does his inventory rotate?
So each week there'll be different rewards up at the top where it says Prison of Elders. You'll have.
Well, that's fun. Okay.
Yep.
And then like any component of the Destiny endgame, that stuff has a weekly reset.
Yep.
Like the Nightfall strikes, like things like that.
And we really wanted to introduce the ability to sort of preview the gear that you'll be able to win instead of it sort of being hidden, like, not sure what you're going to get. Like that's why we're showing some of the items on his inventory himself, so you can kind of
that's awesome.
know what you're looking for and kind of work towards it.
Yeah.
And of course, you'll also have the some secrets awaiting inside the Prison of Elders
Less
itself.
chance in the progression system,
But you're also, obviously there'll always be.
Is his inventory going to run on a pattern or be RNG based?
It is. I don't know. I'm not positive on that. I think it's
Boom!
Yeah.
I did it.
You stumped us. Well, well done.
So we want to make sure. I think it's actually a pattern. We want to make sure that if you're playing consistently,
Sort of like how Iron Banner is, where it's like you can more or less guess when it's going to be the right week. Sure.
Right. You want to make sure that people can, if they're playing constantly and playing the Prison of Elders, they can work through and collect all the gear eventually. So yeah, we don't want the same pants coming up 4 times in a row. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Diversity, variety.
But predictability.
I know exactly what Lord Saladin will have as an inventory this week when the Iron Banner comes back up, and this week in the Bungie Weekly Update. I promise I'll tell you what that stuff is. So there are some elements here. 10. They're just.
I noticed that they stand to attention when you walk up.
So this is the Queen's Guard. Just another element to sort of create the living social world of Destiny. Yeah.
Sure.
Set pieces.
Yep.
Where's the Queen at?
Queen is safe and sound
I want to go look at her.
behind those doors. So check this out. Who's this guy?
Where are we headed? Oh, down.
We're headed down
the
to the good brother.
candle room.
You're immune to candles in the game, by the way.
Yes,
It just doesn't phase you. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just solar energy. Man.
Yeah, okay,
A
good.
very low amount of solar energy.
Candles?
Yeah, solar candles.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So this is Brother Vance. He is a disciple of Osiris. And what role does he play in the House of Wolves?
He will be the emissary of Trials of Osiris. He will be your guide. He will be the person you come to for rewards, to buy new passages. We'll talk more about that, obviously, in the coming Twitches.
Yeah. We have a whole reveal plan for the Trials of Osiris, so we'll delve deeply into the details that will govern that competitive multiplayer special event.
Okay.
And you can see that there are different supplies here, different rewards. Much like Iron Banner, there are even consumables that affect the way the event plays out.
Sure, how often does you say the event runs?
It's every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, until the reset. So it starts Friday and then.
Okay, great.
And then till Tuesday.
That's fun. And as far as his gear and stuff, I guess we can't look at that just yet. His stock.
You can look at it.
I think.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
No,
there.
we can't. It's, the stock doesn't refresh for some time.
Yeah, we'll get into the gear and some of the different perks and some of the tactical analysis of how that stuff performs when we actually enter the Trials of Osiris, when we actually participate in the next stream,
Okay.
a week from now, we'll be here and we'll send in triple.
You could say I'm triple excited about it.
Triple excited? Triple excited to get wrecked?
Yeah, I'm triple excited to get wrecked. And he's going to be, I'm going to team with him because I don't want to lose.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
triple neck, wreck, triple neck.
triple neck.
Triple neck,
Gross, right?
yeah, triple neck.
Like a multi-headed hydra.
Yeah, Triple Wreck is on an all pizza diet, so he's going to be triple neck TV by probably next week. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
But
great.
yeah, as you can gather from our puns and our hint dropping here, Triple Wreck will be here next week, and we'll go into the trials of Osiris, and we'll see exactly what Brother Vance has in store for us.
I think we've released some of the images of the gear, right? Which is, I love it. It turned out amazing. Like, obviously the hunter gear is the best.
Is it?
But yeah, sure.
Let's not.
Looks like a mummy. It's got all the bandages.
Warlock for life. Warlock for life.
See all of it.
Yeah, all of it makes you look like an Egyptian king, so it's pretty cool.
Sure.
And he's got the Eye of Osiris on the floor here, so he's got some fun and some riches in store for all of us. And I'm going to back away slowly because he's obviously a badass.
All right. Yeah. I mean, he's got a tablet. So what's on his tablet?
This is the scores, the names of the winners.
Yeah, it's just stuff rotating.
All the gear that he's going to have for you. So this place is a little bit of a mess. Like the tower is this really nice, manicured, paved in Disney place where, you get to walk around and feel like humanity is all, polished up despite the collapse of the Golden Age. But talk to us a little bit about the art style of the reef, because this really feels a lot more utilitarian to me, a little bit more functional and lived in. So what's going on here?
Yeah, so the reef is a very dangerous place. It's full of pirates and danger and derelict spaceships. You can see some of the broken ships out in the skybox. So it's where the Awoken live. So they've, with it being so dangerous out there and so sort of hard to live, you've got a little bit more dangerous atmosphere we wanted to kind of to sell. So things are a little bit darker, the music's a little bit moodier.
Yeah.
And it's
is no longer available.
Place out on the outskirts.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So that sort of
has that outer rim feel.
the whole House of Wolves is really about bounty hunting and loot and gaining treasures from the queen, and so we really wanted to sell that kind of bounty hunter outlaw kind of out in the wilderness, sort of hunting criminals and getting treasures kind of feel. So
Yeah, derelict spaceport. But there are some familiar elements here.
Welcome to the
We've got
missions
the
available.
bounty tracker bot that has sent us out on so many evenings of grinding and upgrading.
Are there going to be any fresh quests in this, or is it sort of the same rotation of those and then the different bounties from Queen Dude over here?
Well, the queen dude.
The Queen Dude.
Petra.
Petra. I call her Queen
Revenge.
Dude.
Queen
Dude is fine.
Yeah, that's going to stick now.
Yeah,
that's going to be your
Yes. She knows telekinesis. She's juggling the knife, I noticed.
Yeah.
Which, so why can't she go out
Mind
and-
bullets.
Yeah, why can't she go out and use mind bullets on people?
Well, there's one of her.
she only has one eye, too, so her
exactly.
depth perception is just awful.
Yeah, binocular vision is indicative of a hunting species. So
Sure.
there's strength in numbers. Guardians could be useful.
Okay.
so we wanted to make sure you could do all the things that you'd want to do. on
Queen Dude is stuck in chat now. Perfect.
it. Queen Dude.
Queen dude hype. Stop it. Stop writing fiction.
The abode des doges.
So all the basic stuff we knew you'd wanted to do, like all the utility stuff, like pick up your bounties,
Postmaster.
Postmaster, Vault, all that stuff's available.
The vault is your vault, so it's not a separate vault.
Correct.
Nope.
Yeah, so
Go ahead and
Yeah.
Is that what you anticipate to see in there?
that's what I anticipated to see in there are all of these weapons.
Cool.
And this second crux that I have for no reason.
Look at all that empty vault space.
Yeah, look
I
at
know,
look at
look at all
how
that.
big that vault is.
I know, it's because I'm holding everything right now for
Very
reasons.
good. It's good. It's good to be armed.
Yeah, it is.
So this is a self-contained marketplace. We got, as you said, we got the bounty tracker. We've got the vault.
So is there any reason to go back to the tower?
There is absolutely a reason to go back to the tower.
Okay.
And I'm so glad you asked. Is there anything else you want to ask us about the reef?
I mean, are there going to be any areas that open up similar to, say, like the Iron Banana?
There might be. There might be a
Okay.
few secrets in here. We don't want to reveal
We
everything
don't want to reveal
today.
them just yet.
Right.
Is there a
Yep.
ghost down on this beam down here?
Oh no, is there?
I don't know if there's a ghost.
Did you already find?
Yeah, achievement hunters. Bam. Whammy.
Well done. Well done. And that's why we're spectating from my point of view, because none of you know where Gotham is.
I'm on the beam.
Yep.
No, it looks terrific.
To your
And
question,
you can die everywhere.
It does feel like there are some rooms for expansion in the reef. So,
Sure.
you know, the world of Destiny is always evolving and changing and reacting to your decisions. And, you know, the reef is no different. So,
Okay, great.
so May 19th, Guardians, is when you can expect to invade this space, make some new friends, make some new enemies. We're going to send you on some new adventures. A whole new way to experience the Destiny endgame. Varrics the Loyal.
Yeah, as far as Endgame goes, you know, obviously a lot of people were upset about the announcement of no raid with House of Wolves.
Yeah.
This is the Reef Guardian.
You both played the Prison of Elders. Would you say it's like a raid level activity, or is it going to be just shoot a bunch of guys like a lot of people say?
So we want to make sure absolutely that there's a really fun, challenging end game activity. We wanted to add multiple, both PvP and PvE this time, so there's a chance to get end game gear and challenge at that level for both activities. We want to make sure there's challenging, that there's variety. I think we've talked about as well, challenge, variety, skill. We want to make sure all that stuff's
Is it something that's going to be stagnant and the same every time you play through it?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
No.
Awesome.
That's
So you can't really
that's one of the main
calculate it.
goals. Yeah, it's different every time you play. And as we'll be talking about coming up pretty soon, there'll be interesting changes each week as well.
Okay, so there will be weekly changes to the arena, so that's...
Yeah, it'll be a dynamic experience. When you say a raid level activity, that points to the Destiny endgame.
Yeah.
There are many different components of the Destiny endgame. There are heroic strikes, there are nightfall strikes, there are things like Iron Banner. And with the Prison of Elders, we are able to extend the Destiny endgame to include a different type of experience. That's always been our goal. Always something new to do in Destiny.
Super. What about Xur?
What about Xur?
Xur. I always call him Xur.
Xur?
Xur. And what about Xur? Is he going to be coming over to the reef as well?
He's a mysterious figure. There's only 3 things I'll confirm about Xur.
Okay.
Xur will arrive in a place at a cadence in which you can anticipate. Xur will have a bunch of stuff that you can buy, and you can decide if you want to buy that stuff or not.
Yeah.
And where he's going to show up.
Yep, exactly.
So he can show up in the reef.
He can do just about anything.
Okay, so another ghost.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. So basically, what you're saying is that people who do not purchase House of Wolves can go to the reef.
All Guardians are welcome in the reef.
Yay!
Yep. And that begs the question, is there going to be anyone left in the tower?
Okay.
And I'm going to send us to the tower
Sounds fun.
to answer that question in ways that I hope will make people very happy.
I hope so too.
There's been a lot of great work. I'm just going to go on record. I feel like there's been a lot of great work done on character progression and evolution in this game. While we enjoy the familiar jaunt through orbit here, talk to us a little bit about the decision making and some of the conversations that happened around, at this moment in time, what do we do for Guardians?
Sure. Well, we wanted to make sure, we took a look at the whole economy of the game.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure we kept things simple. We've been adding new materials with each release, and we just want to make sure that we didn't just keep adding, 5 more material, make things really complicated. So we wanted to try and simplify stuff, upgrade paths, adding new materials. We want to keep it as simple as possible, and sort of make sure it was as understandable, clear as possible as well. So we had a chance to kind of sit back, look at people's feedback, look at the community's comments, kind of what people were doing, and like I said, simplify it as much as we could. So you'll see a little bit of that.
You were talking about upgrade paths.
Yep.
And so what gear does that apply to?
We are about to come in for a landing here. I would rather show than say, so let's jump right into it. I really like the idea of a communication process with our community. The fact that they're sharing with us their feelings about the game, that has an impact on our development process. Are there members of the community that you listen to more than others?
Yeah, I was playing with my dad last night. It's funny. He was asking all about, like, can he upgrade his Mythoclast, all that stuff. So I told him to watch today.
But you said that the Mythoclast is frozen in time, which means
Did I say that
it's
once?
stuck there forever.
Did I say that the Mythoclast is frozen in time?
Yeah.
Of course, you know what they say about something that's frozen.
It can thaw.
It can be warmed up. It can be warmed up. So let's see. I have received a bounty. And my bounty is what? Your bounties are here. So in visiting the reef, I have acquired my first House of Wolves bounty. That's the way that we're going to send you through this experience. And while the reef is a self-contained environment that will support your adventure, help you acquire the bounties, the quests, and the missions that are going to keep you fighting and playing, it's also going to equip you with some of the different rewards that you'll be earning and the different activities you'll enjoy. The tower has always been the place where we could come and outfit ourselves and keep the evolution always happening. So no tower visit is complete without a visit to our fearless leader, the speaker. So I'm actually going to start there.
Hold on, you're going too fast.
I'm running. I'm running. I don't want to keep your dad waiting. My dad never touches video games. I'm actually really impressed that you're able to play. How old is your dad?
Can I have?
He's old enough.
Old enough. That's very kind.
Fun thing I just noticed was looking at my Black Hammer.
Yes.
And I noticed the Hive Disruptor buff is no longer grayed out. Is that being fixed?
It may be.
Was I not supposed to look at that?
you
It's
look at
there
anything
for me
you
to
want.
look at.
There's so many things. There's so many things that I've had to brush up on. That's actually a detail that has escaped me. So
Okay.
why don't you open it up and see if you can upgrade that?
I already did. I just filled out the bubble
Okay.
for the Hive Disruptor and upgraded it.
Well, sounds like that's good then. Look at that.
Look at that. Good
Just
to go.
upgraded your Hive Disruptor. Join me here in the speaker and go ahead and approach the speaker. Are you here with us?
I am here with you.
So go ahead and take a look at what Mr. Speaker's going to do for us now.
Oh, geez. Uses for old stuff.
Uses for old stuff. So one of the things that Chris just told us about was simplifying the economy. One thing that I've personally seen people talk about is the desire to take materials and exchange them. So the speaker is now doing that material exchange. So if I need ascendant shards and I have ascendant energy, I can acquire those things on a one-for-one basis.
Sure.
Same thing with energy or shards. This is awesome.
Yeah, so there's two things you can do. You sort of can trade between energy and shards for at the different levels.
Yep.
And also you can turn any of that stuff in for, as you can look
Bolts
over
of
it. Right, you can
light.
buy
Yeah.
bolts of light with it. You can
I
buy
need glimmer for
glimmer.
heavy
Exactly.
ammo.
Ascendant shards can become
Spending-
unsupply.
so
That's
shards
great.
become, energy becomes shards, and shards become the thing that you can use to buy awesome stuff.
So now you can exchange ascendant energies and shards for glimmer and things like that.
Yep.
It's-
You just play the shell game with everything in your inventory.
Yeah, so you can move it to where you need it at the time being.
Yep. Eris and her economy is still relevant. You know, I can still move that stuff back and forth.
The thing for you.
That's really cool. I didn't see this when I was. You told me to stay out of the tower when I was looking at
I
this.
wanted you to be a little surprised.
I know. I have been.
I didn't want this whole thing to seem canned and staged.
Yeah. Well, tell me more, Denise.
Humanity.
So thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And we're out of here. You also told us that we should pay a visit to Gans,
Oh, yes.
go over here and talk to the new monarchy. I personally do not ascribe to new monarchy's politics.
I like New Monarchy.
Do you?
personally.
Yeah,
So you know what? You're welcome to it, man.
That's what I've been wearing myself.
All right, so here we have new monarchy weapons and gear. What would you tell us about this?
Sure. Yeah, I want to make sure that all the vendors had new stuff and new stuff to acquire. So we did a refresh, have new armor for each of the factions. So
Yeah.
they have a full set. There's also a full set of new weapons.
He's got that red hand 9 in there now.
Yep.
Uh-oh. That
Also,
perk. Maybe I should have looked at that perk.
You can look at whatever you want. I'm not going to inspect it.
You're not going to inspect it? Okay.
Let's see how
you
the
guys
heavy
are gonna be
gun-
happy about this one. I didn't know about this one. This is great.
We also want to make sure not all the guns were just recolors of existing ones.
Sure.
So you'll notice with the faction gear, those are brand new.
There's new perks too.
That's pretty. That's a pretty
brand new
gun.
Yeah.
machine gun that's up on the screen now.
Wow.
What else? What else do you like?
I'm just
The-
looking over
the
these new perks here, and also something that I'm just gonna shut up about for the next couple
That's
minutes.
nice and pretty. That's
Yeah, it is
cool.
super pretty. It's nice. Yeah.
And the ratings on this stuff, what were you saying before about pea shooters, bullet hoses?
Yeah, the auto rifles were mostly nil impact, high fire rate. The Vindicator looks like it's still pretty low impact, but that's always been... Wait, that's new. That's a new weapon, isn't it? Or
I saw a request to inspect one of the pistol, I think.
Yeah, okay.
The hand cannon.
Before I do move to the pistol, I just want to tell everyone at home that this is not the way to build your Guardian. The way I'm dressed right now, people are going to look at you and they're going to say, pick a side.
Pick a side,
If you're wearing Dead Orbit robes and a New Monarchy helmet, you're just going to look like a jerk who can't commit. Don't be that guy at home. Pick a faction.
It does look like the armor pieces are reskins of last season's primary armor pieces. Are there new stuff at like the Vanguards and Crucible for this season?
Funny you should ask.
I know.
So let's take a break from Executor Hideo.
Sure.
And we're going to take a little jaunt. Why don't you lead the way?
I'm going.
Let's go check in with Shax.
I'm very fast right now. I'm like Sonic. That's Sonic. Like Sonic.
That's just a clever mispronunciation.
Yeah, that's a clever mispronunciation.
Did you miss the jump?
No, I was waiting for you. I was going to trick you.
Okay. All right, so here we are, down in the den of the Crucible.
Okay.
I'm going to approach Lord Shax.
Crucibles.
Oh, this is new looking.
Yeah, he's got a lot of nice stuff here.
What new troubles have you found?
Now, because Chris and I have played,
Okay.
we've actually got some of this stuff.
Okay.
So, Chris, let's real quick, let's play Dolly Dress Up here.
I'm going to go buy some stuff down here.
Yeah, go ahead and buy some stuff. Everyone, be fabulous.
I'm going to Zavala down here.
Zavala. Awesome.
Oh, wait.
What can I give you, Guardian?
I have no Vanguard marks. I'm awful. I think I spent them all on upgrade materials.
No. All right, well, do you have, did we give you anything in your inventory?
Nope.
Yeah, you got some. No? Okay, keep going.
But yeah, there's all new
I'm a
new
jerk,
sets
and I
for...
ordered
You
all
look
the stuff for
great.
myself.
Yeah, no. I'm going to watch on your screen.
All right.
No one can see my screen. It's irrelevant.
No. Check it out.
So there's full new sets for
Teach the new
all three
breed how
classes.
it's done.
Sure.
Both Vanguard and Crucible.
Okay.
Check out the Vanguard in a few minutes.
And Ikora has also outfitted me with some fancy new stuff. I have a secret crush on Ikora. I do whatever she tells me to do.
Now, what level can the new...
Now, all of this
Here,
stuff, if I go
you do.
through and I upgrade this stuff, this will take me up to, through endgame activities and other things, level 33, level 34, if I play enough of the endgame.
Yep.
Let's talk about upgrades.
Sure.
Good logical extension. Before we do that, I'm going to come here to the Crucible Quartermaster. Let's check out some of these new guns.
Okay.
So, new guns, new perks. Let's check out some of the models. I want you to tell me what you want me to buy here.
I would like you,
Sweet-looking
Crucible
scout.
Quartermaster.
Yep.
I would like you to buy a Hard Luck Charm.
And that would be...
The shotgun.
The shotgun. I'm a lover of shotguns, too.
I am.
So I now have a brand new House of Wolves weapon.
Okay.
I still have an inventory. Let's come back up out of the bowels here. It's a lovely evening in the tower. And, we'll have some better light that we can use to enjoy this new stuff. So let's take a look at my inventory. This is an inventory that was built for me in a test environment. So immediately I'm going to go on record and say that there are things in this inventory that do not belong to me. This is all here for illustration purposes only. However, I have old exotics that I love.
Sure.
I have Dark Below weapons that I love. I even have Launch Day weapons that I love. I've been hanging on to that Shadow price since the game launched.
Okay.
All right, so if I want to upgrade these things, I need something called Etheric Light.
Where do we get that?
Etheric Light
Comes from the endgame activity, so you can get it from Prison of Elders, you can get it from Trials of Osiris, and also there's a chance in Nightfall and in Iron Banner.
Okay, so even if you don't own the DLC, you can still upgrade your old stuff to
Absolutely.
new stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
We're bringing people along, even if
Okay.
the Queen's wrath is not compelling enough for them to crave revenge.
So you're still going to be able to get up to light level 34 without touching the DLC.
Right. May take a little longer, but
yeah.
Yep.
might take a little longer. It's going to be a lot less fun. Check that out.
365.
365 shadow price. What else would we like to upgrade? Sound off in chat right now. I am now taking requests so that I can prove that we're going to upgrade your favorite weapon. I'm looking at chat right now, and you want to see the
I
Mythoclast?
want to see the Mythoclast.
Okay. This Mythoclast does not belong to me. There are many like it. This one is not mine.
Okay.
So I have not upgraded this Mythoclast.
The one that I have belongs to me.
Oh, you're out of weapon parts. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's
Actually,
unfortunate.
I stored my weapon parts
Why
because I
don't you
needed
just
room for all
inspect
this
my
new stuff.
Mythoclast that I'm about to put on?
Okay, here we go. Where are you? Are you
I'm standing right next to you. So I filled out that bubble,
Yep.
and it now looks like my Mythoclast has thawed and is now a 365 Mythoclast, which is awesome.
Also, you may have noticed it did not reset all your progression.
It did not reset my progression.
Nice. Look at that.
So obviously, you're not going to start off with having these materials. You're going to have to get them. So
yep.
a lot of people are probably watching and are like, that was so easy.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to run out of content really quick.
You still have to go get your
You still
Ethereal
have to
light.
get it, meaning you're going to have to do the everything, just
Yep.
the everything.
But once you get that, as you know, was just said, your Mythoclast is ready to rock.
Yeah, so the chances of just jumping in and immediately being level 34 is not possible.
Right.
Right. That's right.
Cool.
So
Is
same
the
thing can be done to,
Prison of Elders going to be immediately unlocked?
in order to, like anything in the Destiny endgame, in order
Yeah.
to play the Prison of Elders, you have to finish the story.
Okay, cool.
You got to become legend, as they say.
Yeah, the people
right.
are clamoring for that Fatebringer.
Fatebringer.
Do you have weapon parts now?
I don't need weapon parts. I need
Spinny metal.
spinny metal,
Boom.
and there's a 365 Fatebringer. Let's see. Is the Gallarhorn still relevant? I'm looking at you, Spider. The Gallarhorn is, in fact, still relevant. This one has not been upgraded. There are many like it. This one is not mine. But as you can see here, anybody who is holding a fully upgraded Gallarhorn and has few weapon parts and an exotic shard and enough glimmer laying around can upgrade that Gallarhorn.
So we don't need Xur anymore for upgrading exotics.
Correct.
Correct.
We can do it whenever we dang
Yep,
please.
Yep. Although Xur will sell you shards.
Shards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you may need to go to Xur to buy shards. You may
Okay.
need to go to Xur to buy weapons that you can then shard. So there are still things for you to do and to aspire for and to hope for.
So yeah, so every legendary weapon, piece of armor in the game can now be upgraded. So for
Awesome.
any release.
Awesome.
Including my very favorite legendary belt-fed heavy machine gun. I'm actually going to enjoy this a lot. The Deviant
What perks do you
Gravity
have on
A.
yours?
What perks do I have on mine? This is one I like. I like to expect to find more ammo
Okay.
for this
So
weapon.
far we're looking similar.
Yeah, that's badass. Although yours is void instead of arc, but I'm very happy that I'm going to have my fallen captain killer.
Yeah.
I've actually used this already to take down some nasty villains.
Take a look at that shotgun you just bought, actually.
Okay, so let's equip that.
That's got a couple new perks on it. So
Ooh, nasty.
What do we
What
have
is that
on there?
above Ascension over there?
Reforge ready.
So,
The gunsmith can reforge this weapon.
right.
Change
so,
its available upgrades, but resetting any progression or ascension.
So yeah, you'll be able to, with the new House of Wolves weapons, be able to reforge them, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so not my existing legendaries, but if I buy new legendaries from the Vanguard, from the Crucible, from
Yep.
my favorite faction,
Correct.
I can then come here to the gunsmith. He's going to allow me to reforge weapons. I do not have weapon parts.
Just dismantle some
Here we go.
stuff.
Here we go.
Just
Here we. I'm not going to dismantle some.
Run all
just,
the way
just
to the vault.
dismantle some
just
stuff.
dismantle things.
Just
You have
dismantle some
270
stuff.
in there. You're good.
And take.
There you go.
Did that give me? Let me take a look at my inventory.
Chat is losing it
Are they
over the
losing it?
Oh, they're losing it over reforging.
Reforging's going to be cool. So,
A lot of people ask for those.
Sleep in the living train,
all right.
Guardian.
I can't help but notice he also has Talims.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he has Talims now.
Yep.
That's cool.
So I am acquiring a reforging.
You know it. You
All right, so we need to do this until we get shot package.
Well, I don't
and
know if
hammer
we're not
forge.
going to be here till Tuesday. So I have linear compensator, I have replenish, I have speed reload, and I have army of one. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Acquiring. Are you sure you're acquiring? Yes, I'm acquiring. Go.
Thanks.
Open character. Back to the shoddy. It looks nasty. I mean, it looks like...
Yeah, and there's a lot of new perks, too.
It looks
that I'm
like I would
noticing.
use that to, like, actually hold up the new Monarchy better.
Sure.
That's a bad man's shotgun. Rangefinder. Speed reload. Cascade. You get the idea.
Yeah.
You can do this all day until you run out of motes of light, until you run out of gun parts. And when you take a look at the stuff that we're asking you to spend, it's the stuff that a lot of people have in reserve.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good use for some of the things that you might have been stockpiling. We knew that was going to make a lot of people happy, and it's a lot of fun to show it off.
Next time.
That is awesome. There's a lot of upgrades for old raid gear and stuff, which to me kind of makes the old raids a lot more relevant
Yep,
than if we were just moving on. And as a new player, a lot more approachable because you'll have two sources to get your gear from.
Indeed.
In order to level up.
And all of those
sources,
things
yeah.
apply here. So,
Yeah.
Gloves of the Heads and Lords, Vault of Glass gear, you can ascend.
Yeah.
Let's come take a look at...
And all of your resources are relevant with the exchange over at the speaker now too.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. So, is there anything in your inventory that you feel would go to waste or sit on the shelf? Take a look at your inventory.
Not really, because I can exchange, my ascendants, which I have 1,000 ascendant shards basically.
You have 3,651 weapon parts.
Yeah. I'm gonna use those.
You're going to use those.
Yeah, I need to make weapons to, something.
Another cool part of this is that now everybody at the at the maximum level is going to look different, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Like,
great, yeah.
Some people are going to be running around in
Something a
Vault
lot
of
of
Glass
people-
gear, some Iron Banner gear. Like,
Are you familiar with transmogging in Blizzard games?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Constant feedback on our forum. People
Yeah.
love a transmog system.
So this is basically that. I mean, since all the gear can be at the top level, you can just ascend it.
We're not taking, features and attributes from one gear and allowing you to apply it to another.
Right,
What we
exactly.
are doing is making everything relevant that you can enjoy. I've got to check out.
A lot of people are asking about the glimmer cap, and I've never been someone who really feels like a higher glimmer cap is super necessary.
Yeah.
But is that something you guys have considered, or is it basically like if you're capping your glimmer all the time, then why aren't you spending it type thing? Especially now with the new,
Yeah.
new sinks for it and stuff.
Yeah,
new weapons
exactly.
and
There's a
whatnot,
lot
yeah.
more sinks for your old materials, and your old materials can become glimmer, so is that
Indeed.
even necessary?
Indeed.
Yeah, we're definitely always we're always looking at that stuff, looking at people's feedback, sort of keeping an eye on what, things like caps and different materials and whatnot. So we're always kind of evaluating that stuff. As you see with our patches, we try and address, the most important of those as they come up. So if that proves to be an issue, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah. Were we able to reach into the mind of our investment designers, we could probably answer that question with much greater detail.
Okay.
But, I can tell you that that piece of feedback has landed. It's just a matter of how does player feedback match up with our own experiences, our own learnings in playing the game, because we are fans of our own game,
Right.
and what are our goals for the overall experience?
Are there any new ghost shells?
Not at this time. Not at this time. We're being pretty giving today.
Okay. Not today, guys. We're not.
Yep. And you know what I feel? I feel, in order to be completely honest here, this is not my Gallarhorn. I did not earn this
That's
Gallarhorn.
mean. That's rude.
I'm going to dismantle it as a
Okay.
gesture of honesty
Sure.
and goodwill. Now I have shards.
And you got some weapon parts. You've been
And
really low
I
on
need
those.
I need weapon parts. So until everyone has an opportunity to own a Gallarhorn, I will not accept one.
Sure.
And that is my promise to the community. Plus, I don't need one because I have a Thunderlord, and that's really a more skilled weapon anyway.
What's Bungie's stance on player trading?
Player trading.
Player trading.
It's something we've thought about. We've been talking about player trading ever since, the pros and cons of it ever since the, beginning of time. So
Yeah.
it's something where, there's downsides to it,
Obviously, right,
and
yeah.
there's upsides. So
I'm not a huge proponent of it, but
Yeah.
I just
Well, it's
because I feel like it would take away a lot of the end game if your buddy
Yeah.
could just hand you everything. But
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of people ask about it, so obviously I want to know your thoughts on it and try to stay as
yeah, sure.
neutral as possible.
Yeah, the investment designers, there are a lot of conversations, I'm sure, that happen about that. We're always, considering features like that. Personally, I prefer not to have player trading, but
Yeah, I agree
again,
with you.
you'll get different opinions,
yes,
across the
I do,
entire
yeah.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel right unless I asked, guys. I have to ask.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember, the time I have pined for a Thunderlord for a long time. I used this gun on stage in front of people for a week at Gamescom.
Okay.
And I thought, this gun is so awesome. This is fully upgraded at home. On this test build, it is not. I'm going to be able to upgrade this thing to 365. I'm going to keep it with me. I acquired my Thunderlord after a Crucible match. I was playing a game with Datto and Leopard Stealth.
Did you have a high score?
And I did not have the high score, but
you got a Thunderlord?
I held my own.
Okay.
I held my own. I
Did
was
you-
there.
were you positive,
I
Katie?
thought I had maybe a .83 KD,
Okay,
which is good
that's
for me.
not .82, so you're...
It's
Yeah.
it's .01 better than.
Yeah, exactly. So
But I
think
got my
that's the cutoff
Thunderlord,
point.
and and I can always, if somebody says, "How'd you get that?" I'm like, "Ask Datto. We were in the Crucible. I won it. I was very happy." But if that story ended up being Datto gave it to me, then
Yeah, yeah.
it's less interesting for me. There are people who will disagree with me. There are people who have 5 Gallarhorns, and they have a friend who has 0 Gallarhorns, and they would like a trading system.
Is there a cap on etheric light that you can earn in a week like there is Vanguard marks, or is it basically if you're lucky enough to get a whole crap load of it, then you're good?
There's no cap that I'm aware of.
No cap that we are aware of. Cool.
Yeah, but there are activities that you can run only so many times throughout the course of a week. But there's
Right, so there's a weekly reset on the
Yeah.
arena. Trials of Osiris is just on the weekend. Obviously, you can only do your Nightfalls.
If it was a
Iron Banner,
weekend and you played Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris, I mean, they might relap. Iron Banner usually lasts a full week.
Sure.
But if Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris and you played the Nightfall and you were doing your Prison of Elders, you could hit the Mother Load.
Okay.
Yep. Anyway,
I think I hit all of the hot button questions.
the hot burning questions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then there's nothing left to do but to slow walk the tower.
Did we want to check out maybe the Dead Orbit weapons or...
I gave it a look. I want the player to have something that they can inspect and
That's
enjoy
true.
for themselves.
All right.
I'm going to be the bad cop right now. Everyone can remember that Christopher Barrett wanted to expose all the riches of the
I
tower
did.
to you, and Deej said no.
I wanted to show you the new exotic armor, all that stuff, but I'll
Are
tell
we
you
going to be talking about third subclasses anytime soon in the future?
There is a future for Destiny, and we'll be talking about all of it in the future. But not today. It is not this day.
Biological material.
I think, before we overstay our welcome, we're just going to say that we're really looking forward to all of you playing the House of Wolves on May 19th. All of this will be available to all of you. If you've been watching this Twitch stream, we thank you. Our chat room is running a mile a minute. So,
yeah.
if you're used to getting a shout out, I can't even pick out any of your names right now.
Yeah, for everybody shouting raid in chat, we had a brief discussion about the choice to have a new activity that we can't really talk about yet, but is raid tier difficulty. And I guess you guys could have technically called it a raid, but it wasn't really a raid. But it's still
setting
up there.
expectations was pretty important.
So you guys
to
will
us.
find out in a couple weeks about that. I wish I could talk about it now, but
Nope, that will be that responsibility
I'll be
will
at
fall
home.
to another. You'll be at home, hopefully watching the stream. So please tune in this time next week, or this time an hour ago next week. We're going to be doing this week over week until the House of Wolves launches. Next week we're going to be with Triple Rec. We'll see you soon, Triple Rec. We're going to be playing the Trials of Osiris, and then a special celebrity guest who is yet to be named will be entering the Prison of Elders with us the following week. So Wednesdays are pretty important until the House of Wolves comes out. I'm Deej from Bungie, joined by Christopher Barrett,
Thanks, guys.
joined by King Gathalion,
it's been a pleasure.
Your Highness. That is all for now. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye!